If the product isn't spreading like wildfire, if every launch feels like shouting into a void, this one thing will be the difference between grinding forever and hitting that explosive growth. You're stuck banging your head against a brick wall because the usual tactics don't work anymore. Cold emails, paid ads, chasing influencers, they all cost a fortune and deliver crumbs. You're exhausted, frustrated, watching others blow up overnight while you get radio silence. It's infuriating, and it's not your fault. Here's the brutal truth. Mass audiences don't move. They're lazy, distracted, overloaded, and they don't care about your product unless you find the few who live and breathe what you do. The magic, the virality, comes from tight, niche communities. Not some huge general crowd, but the handful of people who actually need your solution, who talk about it daily, who crave exactly what you offer, and who can't wait to tell everyone else in their circle. If you're trading that for broad reach, you're wasting time and money. So what do you actually do? Stop thinking about the masses, pick one niche. The smaller and more focused, the better. Find out where they gather. It's not about massive Facebook groups or generic LinkedIn posts. It's about finding that one Slack channel, that obscure forum, that tiny Discord server, that in-person meetup that only insiders know about. Then, get in there. Don't sell, don't advertise, become part of the conversation. Help out, share insights, show you understand their problems better than anyone. Next, spark conversations that hit a nerve. Ask the questions nobody else is brave enough to ask. Challenge the lazy consensus in that niche. Make them think. Make them feel seen. Then, introduce your product not as a product, but as a tool you've refined for their exact pain. Build relationships until they trust you, because trust in these communities spreads faster than any ad or hype. The moment you get one or two key builders or influencers on board, it's like a match lighting gasoline. They share, they champion, and the word catches fire. Here's the catch. You need to relentlessly invest in that community with no expectations at first. Help others, share real value, become indispensable. Most founders want to hit right away. They don't want to do the slow, steady work of earning trust. That's a mistake. Virality from niche communities isn't luck. It's earned influence. And once you have that, scaling happens organically because your early users become your fiercest advocates. Don't expect this to work everywhere. You'll have to pick carefully. The niche has to be real, alive, and starving for solutions. If they're apathetic, no amount of hype will help. But when you find the right community and you work with them, not above them or around them, crazy things happen. Your product becomes the secret handshake, the badge of honor, the must-have tool that everyone talks about in their circles. Forget blasting ads at strangers. Build deep roots first. Connect with people as individuals, not numbers. That's the hard line every founder must cross to move from small-time struggling to unstoppable force. And this isn't about marketing tricks. It's about understanding human nature in a way that most founders overlook. Communities aren't just groups. They're ecosystems of shared belief, trust, and momentum waiting to be tapped. If you're frustrated with slow growth, feeling invisible, or tired of throwing money at channels that don't deliver, this is your playbook. Narrow your focus. Hunt down your tribe. Serve them obsessively. Become part of their world. Watch your startup go from invisible to viral, not because you paid for it, but because people genuinely believe in what you do and can't shut up about it. This approach isn't optional anymore. It's survival. It's the difference between your startup growing or dying quietly. So stop pretending the broad market is your answer. Get ruthless and strategic about the niche communities that will carry you. Do that, and everything changes. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and visit the featured link to learn more.